Okay, I'm back, y'all, in Divinely Grateful Risings. How are y'all doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, message, we receive it. Come on, changing your name. Welcome to the message, y'all. Welcome to the message with Touche. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling good. You know what to do, Skibooski. Like the live, share the love, drop something in the chat that you're grateful for. Let's get in the flow of abundance. And of course, y'all, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you're notified anytime I go live or post a video. So, or let's do it. Let's get to it, y'all. We're in the book of Isaiah for Bible clarity today. Isaiah 13 and 14. Isaiah 13 and 14. Come on, the name change, y'all. I kid you not, message. Y'all, I kid you not. Let me get my notebook because you just never know what's gonna happen. Is your name changing? Word in the streets is your name is changing. So, God may be giving you a new name. I don't know. That's just what I felt in my spirituals. It's been a busy day, y'all, and so I had to finish up doing my hair because I had to redo my hair. I think I did so much better on it this time, y'all. I started it last night, and then I had like 12. I think how many I had to do today? 12. I had like 12 that I had to do today. So I literally I got a very busy day coming up, but I just felt like I needed to get into the word. So y'all see, I ain't even much got makeup on today. Sometimes you got to come to the Lord as you are. Drop that in the chat. I'm coming as I am, Lord, and he's all right with that. But I just felt the need to go ahead and try to get a couple of videos recorded. So for some of you, not only is maybe your name changing as we're getting ready to get into Bible clarity, and we'll talk more about this as we get into the message. Stay committed. Don't let the distractions take you off focus. And even though it may, like, because I kid y'all not, I have just felt like I needed to, because for the past couple of days I've been really busy. And so it's like you got to make time for God. Drop that in the chat. I'm gonna make time. That might be the name of this message because we got to make sure we're making time. Okay. So Isaiah 13 and 14, y'all, we're still in the NLT One Step Closer Bible. A message about Babylon, a message about Babylon. Okay. Isaiah, son of Amos, received this message concerning the destruction of Babylon. Raise a signal flag on a bare hilltop, call up an army against Babylon. Wave your hand to encourage them as they march into the palaces of the high and mighty. I, the Lord, have dedicated these soldiers for this task. Yes, I have called mighty warriors to express my anger, and they will rejoice when I am exalted. Hear the noise on the mountains. Listen as the vast armies march. It is the noise and shouting of many nations. The Lord of heaven's armies has called this army together. They come from distant countries, from beyond the farthest horizons. They are the Lord's weapons to carry out his anger. With them, he will destroy the whole land. Scream in terror, for the day of the Lord has arrived, the time for the Almighty to destroy. Every arm is paralyzed with fear, every heart melts, and people are terrified. Pangs of anguish grip them like those of a woman in labor. They look helplessly at one another, their faces aflame with fear. For see, the day of the Lord is coming, the terrible day of his fury and fierce anger. The land will be made desolate, and all the sinners destroyed with it. The heavens will be black above them, the stars will give no light. The sun will be dark when it rises, and the moon will provide no light. I, the Lord, will punish the world for its evil and the wicked for their sin. I will crush the arrogance of the proud and humble the pride of the mighty. I will make people scarcer than gold, more rare than the fine gold of Ophir. For I will shake the heavens, for I will shake the heavens. The earth will move from its place when the Lord of heaven's armies displays his wrath in the day of his fierce anger. Everyone in Babylon will run about like a hunted gazelle, like sheep without a shepherd. They will try to find their own people and flee to their own land. Anyone who is captured will be cut down, run through with a sword. Their little children will be dashed to death before their eyes. Their homes will be sacked and their wives will be essayed. Look, I will stir up the Medes against Babylon. They cannot be tempted by silver or bribed with gold. The attacking armies will shoot down the young men with arrows. They will have no mercy on helpless babies and will show no compassion for children. Babylon, the most glorious of kingdoms, the flower of Chaldean pride, Chaldean will be devastated like Sodom and Gomorrah when God destroyed them. Babylon will never be inhabited again. It will remain empty for generation after generation. Nomads will refuse to camp there, and shepherds will not bed down their sheep. Desert animals will move into the ruined city, and the houses will be haunted by howling creatures. Owls will live among the ruins, and wild goats will go there to dance. Hyenas will howl in its fortresses, and jackals will make dens in its luxurious palaces. Babylon's days are numbered. Its time of destruction will arrive soon. Message. I remember one time I was looking up owls in the Bible, and this is the only place I want to say message. Hey Jared, this is the only place where I feel like I was able to find owls in the Bible. So for some of you, there could be some wisdom that the Lord is like imparting or giving to you, because they were pointing out that reminder of when I looked up owls in the Bible, and it was this, but it was talking about being wise enough, or thank y'all, they're showing me like being wise enough to not make the same mistakes, being wise enough, like know when you know better, you do better. Drop that in the chat. When you know better, you do better. Okay. A taunt for Babylon's king. This is Isaiah 14. But the Lord will have mercy on the descendants of Jacob. He will choose Israel as his special people once again. He will bring them back to settle once again in their own land, and people from many different nations will come and join them there and unite with the people of Israel. The nations of the world will help the people of Israel to return, and those who come to live in the Lord's land will serve them. Those who captured Israel will themselves be captured, and Israel will rule over its enemies. In that wonderful day, when the Lord gives his people rest, come on, rest. When the Lord gives his people rest from sorrow and fear, from slavery and chains, you will taunt the king of Babylon. You will say, the mighty man has been destroyed. Yes, your insolence is ended, for the Lord has crushed your wicked power and broken your evil rule. You stuck. Oh, this is long. You struck the people with endless blows of rage and held the nations in your angry grip with unrelenting tyranny. But finally, the earth is at rest and quiet. Now it can sing again. Even the trees of the forest, the cypress trees and the cedars of Lebanon, sing out this joyous song. Since you have been cut down, no one will come now to cut us down. In the place of the dead, there is excitement over your arrival. The spirits of world leaders and mighty kings long dead stand up to see you. With one voice, they all cry out, now you are as weak as we are. Your might and power were buried with you. The sound of the harp in your palace has ceased. Now maggots are your sheet and worms your blanket. How you are fallen from heaven, O shining star, son of the morning. The enemy, right? You have been thrown down to the earth. Who, because this is, this is about the Lord triumphing over the prince of this world. Should thank y'all. You have been thrown down to the earth, you who destroyed the nations of the world. For you said to yourself, I will ascend to heaven and set my throne above God's stars. So of course, y'all, this is speaking to how Satan got thrown out of heaven, right? Because we know that he is a fallen angel who had a desire, who told himself that he could be greater than God. And God had to show him, first of all, he didn't even much get to God. Okay, can we just talk about that? He didn't even get to God. God was sitting there like, you don't just see Archangel Michael standing here, like you don't see this army, and you just because he had angels on his side. Remember, y'all, I did a message, and I don't know when it's posting, but oh my gosh, y'all, we just talked about that. Remember, come on, God. I recorded a message, and I don't think it's, maybe, I don't know if it's posted yet or not. Anyway, in this particular message, it was talking about how like all your children got to try you at least one time. This is so crazy, because I had no idea that look at the little bird. that all your children got to try you at least one time, and maybe they don't like try you physically. Some parents, unfortunately, like me and my daughter, I was trying, I was finna tell anyway, I'm back. But like you got to buck your parents at least one time, and this is Satan bucking his parent, bucking the father, right? And that's what this is talking about. He thought he could do better. He thought because he got envious, and he wanted more power and more authority than what the Lord had already granted him. He had a job, right? The Lord, he actually had a job. And I have read this and did research on this. Like Satan, oh, it's the things that he has a lot of influence over right now, everything, many things, but specifically like music. Like God had given him a job, but he wanted more power, he wanted more authority. And so he bucked, and he said he wanted to be God, hence him getting thrown out. Okay, I'm back. You have been thrown down to the earth, you who destroyed the nations of the world. You said to yourself, I will ascend to heaven and set my throne above God's stars. I will preside on the mountain of the gods far away in the north. I will climb to the highest heavens and be like the Most High. Instead, you will be brought down to the place of the dead, down to its lowest depths. Everyone there will stare at you and ask, can this be the one who shook the earth and made the kingdoms of the world tremble? Is this the one who destroyed the world and made it into a wasteland? Is this the king who demolished the world's greatest cities and had no mercy on his prisoners? Because one thing for certain, two things for sure. The enemy don't care. He don't care, baby. He does not care. I feel like he's a little petulant child, right? A lot of the times it's like a temper tantrum because he's not getting his way. First of all, because he can't get back into heaven. Second of all, it's like him being mad, like I said, because he can't get his way. The kings of the nations lie in stately glory, each in his own tomb. But you will be thrown out of your grave like a worthless branch, like a corpse trampled underfoot. You will be dumped into a mass grave with those killed in battle. You will descend to the pit. You will not be given a proper burial, for you have destroyed your nation and slaughtered your people. The descendants of such an evil person will never again receive honor. Kill this man's children. Let them die because of their father's sins. They must not rise and conquer the earth, filling the world with their cities. This is what the Lord of Heaven's army says. I just got this, y'all. I feel like this is, I don't know, maybe this is happening for some of y'all wisdom. It's like reading something. I've read this before, this particular part. But seeing and reading something with new eyes. Come on, God. They kill this man's children. Let them die because of their father's sins. They must not rise and conquer the earth, filling the world with their cities. This is what the Lord of the Heaven's army says. I myself have risen against Babylon. Come on, God. I will destroy its children and its children's children, says the Lord. I will make Babylon a desolate place of owls, filled with swamps and marshes. I will sweep the land with the broom of destruction. I, the Lord of Heaven's armies, have spoken. A message about Assyria. The Lord of Heaven's armies has sworn this oath. It will all happen as I have planned. It will be as I have decided. I will break the Assyrians when they are in Israel. I will trample them on my mountains. My people will no longer be their slaves, nor bow down under their heavy loads. I have a plan for the whole earth, a hand of judgment upon all nations. The Lord of Heaven's armies has spoken. Who can change his plans? When his hand is raised, who can stop him? Can't nobody stop him. Drop it in the chat. Can't nobody stop God. A message about Philistia. This message came to me the year King Ahaz died. Do not rejoice, you Philistines, that the rod that struck you is broken, that the king who attacked you is dead. For from that snake, a more poisonous snake will be born, a fiery serpent to destroy you. I will feed the poor in my pasture. The needy will lie down in peace. But as for you, I will wipe you out with famine and destroy the few who remain. Wail at the gates, weep in the cities, melt with fear, you Philistines. A powerful army comes like smoke from the north. Each soldier rushes forward, eager to fight. What should we tell the Philistine messengers? Tell them, the Lord has built Jerusalem. its walls will give refuge to his oppressed people. The end. Okay, the end. So yeah, for some of you, it's like these seeing things. I don't know. Hold on, y'all. Let me clip this up as we're getting ready to go. It's like seeing things with new eyes. I don't know. Maybe the Lord is increasing sight. Maybe he's giving you discernment. Maybe, I don't know, seeing things from a different perspective. I don't know. We'll see what the message is about. And for some of y'all, the Lord is changing your name. Okay, the Lord is changing your name. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what the message is for today. Y'all, I kid you not. For some of you, you may be there, like you may be missing something. Because when I don't record, y'all, when I don't put the messages out, I have several. I think I'm like a week ahead on the messages. So by the time y'all see this, what's today? I think today is, look at the Lord show. You know, can we just true story, give God the glory. Can we just drop I love the Lord in the bottom of the chat? Look, 426 on the shuffle. Okay. When I don't record or like get the messages out here, I feel like I'm like all day today or yesterday, I felt kind of impatient. I was like, man, I got to get to work. I got to get to work. And yes, the Lord gives us rest. He absolutely does. That hurts. He gives us rest and he gives us time to, enjoy different things. Cause I was with my daughter yesterday, but it had just been a couple of days since I had recorded, y'all. And so for some of you, there may be like some impatience or something. Maybe it's like you got to get it out. You got to get something done. So says the Lord. So if the Lord has given you something to do, just make sure that you're staying focused. But don't beat yourself up. But some of you, I don't know, they're giving this energy, like, cause I did, y'all. I felt pressured. I was like, OMG, 42 on my battery. I felt like pressure. I was like, oh my gosh, like I got to get to work. I got to get to work. So some of you, there may be something that's calling you to try, and you trying to needing to feel like you got to get something done. Hold on, y'all. Let me try to plug my phone up, Lord. Then my little charger acting like it don't want to do right, y'all. It's been a lot going on this week. Okay, I'm back. So stay focused and you'll be able to like get done what you can get done. Don't try to put so many things on your to-do list, but you're going to be able to get everything done. So just give yourself enough time to do that. Isaiah 42:6. Y'all know this happens to be my scripture for the year. I, the Lord, have called you in righteousness. I will take hold of your hand. I will keep you and will make you to be a covenant for the people and a light for the Gentiles. And yes, I've shared that with y'all before, that's my scripture for the year. So this speaks to God, the kingdom of heaven, as above, so below, and creation. So what you creating? Okay, what is the Lord blessing you to create? What is the Lord? They not Stairway to Heaven, child. Y'all started saying Stairway to Heaven. I don't know. Don't be judging me, okay? Do I be in here singing like I can sing, child? You better sing your heart out. Not rooftops. Scream your heart out. Guitar Hero. Okay, I'm back. What else we got, Lord? Oh, this card just came out for Leo, y'all, for the messages. Of course, y'all won't see it until I don't know when, but this card came out for Leo. God is within her. She will not fall. Drop this in the chat. I won't fall and I won't fail. Come on, God. I won't fall and I won't fail. God will help her at break of day. Sunflowers, Leo energy. So this could be business related. We're going to see what else is coming out with this for today. That's, of course, Psalm 46:5. This speaks to judgment, equivalent, unbreakable, and sturdy. Okay, so this is like a solid. I feel like some of you have built. This is abundance. Y'all see these sunflowers in the abundance? Oh, look, y'all. There go to what's it called? I got to hold it back here. The sunflowers in the abundance. The sun energy period. This could be like renewal for some of you. Maybe you're feeling a sense of renewal, feeling more inspired. I don't know. It's something about power. The sun. Okay, come on, Jesus. It's something about power that's coming through. So we're gonna see what else. Let's see what else. This is like, because it's 365 days in a year, right? 365. So it feels like for some of you, maybe in the next, I don't know, 12 to 15 months, there could be some significant life change or maybe a change in your abundance, something like that. Even though y'all want both of them, we weren't gonna do but 3, but we're gonna take it, and we're gonna do some clarity. And I don't know what we're gonna clarity with yet, but like a significant change in your finances, in your resources that may happen within the next 12 to 15 months. Let's see what we got. 1427. Okay, 1427. A dozen peace disciples above and beyond. John 14:27. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. Y'all, I feel this is a whole, don't worry about it. Okay, God's gonna take care of it. And then we have 14:14, Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. So for some of you, this is like the Lord showing you, he may be showing you a plan or a blueprint for how you're going to walk out the next year to 15, the next 12 to 15 months of your life. Stillness, balance, cut down, and mighty. This is, of course, the temperance card as well. So let's see what else. For some of you, this is going to be, thank y'all. That's what y'all was talking about, like resting. The Lord required me to rest on, I want to say it was Monday, because today, or Sunday. What's today? Lord, today. Okay, so today is Wednesday. So yes, on Monday, like the Lord required me to rest. So for somebody, whoever needs this, please make sure that you're resting so the Lord don't have to set you down somewhere. Okay, make sure that the Lord don't, because he will do that. My knee was bothering me the other day, and so I said, you know what, let me just chill out. I have been trying to, like, I think what it was and yesterday was why I also needed to rest. Well, because I know I didn't rest on Monday. I went hard in the paint at the gym, didn't it? Yeah, I had a real good workout on Monday. And so, but it was like Sunday. It's like the Lord, he may be telling you like, hey, if you're going to go super hard on Monday, rest on Tuesday, like alternate it. You don't have to push yourself as much. You don't have to stress yourself out as much. Some of you may be feeling, that's that impatient energy I was feeling in the beginning. Like you may be feeling like, man, I got to get this done, or like almost overwhelming yourself. And the Lord is like, just calm down. I'm requiring you to be still. Now look, on the cut, y'all, the judgment card, and we have this 465 out here as well. Y'all want this judgment? Let's see. Answering the call. Judgment is a second chance as well. Higher level of consciousness, renewal, transition. Okay, let's see what else. Child, ain't no telling. Let's see what else we got. What are you getting a second chance at? Well, like the Lord making a decision. Okay, is decision time for who and for what? Are you going to? Oh my gosh. Okay, some of you, I receive it. I'm tracking. The Lord is okay. I don't know who who this for. Listen, look, and there go Mama at the bottom of the deck. You have meant that in your spirituals. Y'all ain't have to. I do. Okay, listen. Let me tell you something. There's something that the Lord is requiring you to surrender. Okay. And for some of you, this may be a little challenging, but it's going to be the difference between trusting God and trusting yourself. So there's something that the Lord is going to be like, hey, it's almost like this is a test. And I don't even know, judgment energy don't normally give me testing, but it's like, this is a test of, do you trust me? 10:11 on the clock. Do you trust me? So for some of you, there is something that the Lord it's almost like he can bless you once you surrender something. I don't know. Maybe this is your own way of trying to do something or figure something out. And y'all know we do this all the time. I say we because, you know, the Lord be on my neck about it. Maybe it's like you trying to figure out how to do something yourself, but the Lord is saying, listen, I got a better way, but you're going to have to trust him. Look, don't miss this opportunity. Look at my 101 shadow came out. Because that's the thing. That's the enemy trying to come in, trying to tell somebody, hey, go figure it out yourself. That's how he be trying to influence you. He be trying to influence us to go ahead of God. And God say, Don't do that. Don't do that this time. Okay. He's trying to save you some steps. Apathy, boredom, missed opportunity, time for a change. And some of you may be just a little stubborn. We understand it, and the Lord understands us as well. Be a little stubborn about releasing something that the Lord has said you need to go ahead and release this. It's not for you. They just said it's beneath you. So for some of you, this is about releasing something that it's not even worthy of you anyway. I don't know. Let's see what else. Yeah, like that impatient energy, whereas the Four of Cups is like, this is kind of a contemplative card. So some of you, I don't know, I feel like you're gonna have to release something in order to really receive something. I don't know. Let's see what else. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. I'm trying to tell okay. The Wheel of Fortune. I'm telling somebody, this is expansion, time to pivot, a change in your destiny. Whatever this is, this Four of Cups, it's like the Lord is handing you, again, traditional Four of Cups has a hand coming out of the sky, but the person is looking this way when they should be looking this way. You looking backwards, okay? You looking backwards instead of looking forward. You trying to do the same things that you've done before, which is figure it out on your own instead of allowing the Lord to come in with this cup of opportunity. Don't miss this. Drop that in the chat. I ain't gonna miss it. I don't know. This is because it feels like it's happening right now. It's the Lord, some of you, teaching you how to be still and be patient and wait on him. This is like a pivotal moment. 26:26 on the timer. This is a date with destiny, taking control of your life. Now let me say this, because we hear this all the time, and I heard this morning. And I didn't, I don't be always understanding why the Lord, like, I just, I whatever the Lord tell me to watch, that just be what it is. There's nobody coming to save you. That's what I heard this morning. There's nobody coming to save you. And as I heard that this morning, I was driving and I said to the Lord, I said, you know what, Lord, you're right. I said, nobody's coming to save us. The Lord gives us the wisdom. He gives us the tools. He gives us everything that we need in order to come out of a situation or to put ourselves into something better. But I also said to the Lord, I said, it may not be no man coming to save me, but there are plenty of times that God has come and saved me from something that I couldn't get out of myself. And so, yes, nobody's coming to save you. And sometimes it's like, I don't know how to even say this, but it's like, no one's coming to save you, but God saves. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense, because that's what I was talking to the Lord about. I was like, man, you're right. Ain't no person coming to save you. However, I'm a firm believer, come on, God, that the Lord will orchestrate meetings and opportunities, and he will orchestrate things to help you be in the right place at the right time. And for me, that's a save. Because if it wasn't for God setting up those types of things and orchestrating these unexpected encounters with people or places or things like that, to me, that's God saving. Does that make sense? It's like him putting you in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people, the resources coming in. So there may not be a man coming to save you, but God saves. Okay. I hope that made sense. That was a conversation I had with the Lord today. What else? So for some message for some of y'all, King of Pentacles keep coming up. It keeps coming up with the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is the Father, because he does, y'all. That's what God does. He comes in, and that's when he brings impossible resources where he just make you don't. It's like, that's why the Lord, like, can you just be still? Can you just be still and trust that I know a better way? Trust that I'm leading you in the right path, down the right direction. This is a card of security. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite cards. One thing you can do is depend on the Lord. So for some of you, because you're answering the call, maybe stepping into purpose, because they're giving me purpose on this Judgment card. So maybe just deciding to step into your purpose, is what's bringing in for some of you resources, right? Security, overindulgence, stability, worldly success. The Lord we're not worldly, but we're in the world, but not of the world. So many of you, yes, the Lord may be sending you in that, not, which I mean, dens. I don't know, like sending y'all into places that maybe you wouldn't think you would be going. but there's something about inheritance and money. You bet. Come on, God, y'all. Ace of Wands coming out, Clarity. I'm telling you, whatever this opportunity is that's coming in, this is why you don't want to miss it. Because what the Lord, oh, come on, Lord, what the Lord is actually doing, the opportunity, I don't have a traditional Four of Cups, y'all, but the opportunity that he's bringing in is actually going to be passionate, exciting. All you have to do is trust that if he is sending, if he's leading you somewhere, you're going to have to surrender it, because message, I'm telling you right now, it's money attached to it. Whatever this opportunity is that maybe you thought you wanted to take, it's not gonna be worth it, y'all. It's gonna be stressful. It's just not worth it. And that's what they're giving on this verse. It's the difference between the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Wands. This is difficult. This is stressful. This is burnt out. This is overwhelming. This is tiring. It's a struggle. If you know the Ten of Wands, like, she's carrying this big load on her back, and the Lord is like, no, I don't, you don't have to do that. And some of you, you're going to get bored with it very quickly. I tell y'all, this may be for some of y'all, like, really just sitting down with the Lord and saying, Lord, I like this, but do you like it enough to do it for, let's say, the next year of your life? For some of y'all, the Lord is getting ready to bring in a chance for you to follow your heart. Follow what your desires. The Ace of Wands speaks to inspiration, passion, motivation, excitement, energy, taking a risk. So anyway, so some of you, this is like an opportunity, and I told y'all, you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. Okay. This is about being excited about the next part of your life as well. The Lord is creating a turnaround for somebody, and it doesn't always feel like that, y'all. But one thing, hey, my honey bunny, one thing I know, yeah, I was looking at something the other day, and I was just talking to the Lord, y'all. I don't watch tarot readings, but I ended up, I don't know why me and the Lord were talking about it. I think I had accidentally scrolled on somebody's reading or something, and it just was like so many people looking for guidance. And one of the things the Lord said to me is he's trying to, how do I even explain that? It's like he was talking to me about the way that I give my messages and versus the way that I used to give my messages. Let me just say that, because people want to know what's coming up in their future, but the Lord is trying to give people the understanding that you create your future. It's already written for you that you can do something, but he's trying to make people think past right now. Does that make sense? Like, we have to be present but also future focused. We have to be present but also focused on, like, our dreams and vision. And a lot of times what he was trying to explain to me the other day was like, people get stuck so much on the right now that it's hard for them to conceptualize and see beyond their present circumstances. And so I'm grateful that the Lord allows me to just encourage and motivate in these messages, like, hey, yes, we got this going on right now, but we can fix right now by focusing on our purpose, focusing on how we see ourselves moving forward. And I don't think, and he's been encouraging me he's like, you got to keep on doing that. You got to keep on encouraging people to see past their present circumstances. Okay, come on, the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. What else? Because he's trying to help, like, the Lord is trying to help people create a turnaround in their life, but people get stuck in the right now, and so they keep repeating the right now. They stay stuck in the same cycle. Wheel of Fortune. What's clarity? I'm telling you, y'all, Nine of Wands, and we just had the Ten of Wands. This is clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. This is perseverance. This is dedication, diligent, weary. For some of you now, the Ten of Wands is also a card of completion, and we just had it, and I put it back under the bottom of the deck. Okay. You're almost, I don't know, listen. It's like being at a finish line. For some of you, look, the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Swords. The truth is, I'm telling y'all, look, man, look. somebody is you're at the precipice of a new beginning, but you got to be still. You have gone up this mountain. Y'all know we be talking about the mountains, and this is the 9 of Wands, not the 10 of Wands, but it's the same concept of carrying this on your back, right? You're so close to a breakthrough. You're so close to a new cycle beginning. This is encouragement to sit down somewhere. Okay. Why? Because something is moving a lot quicker than you think. And there's a new beginning coming in a lot quicker than you think. The Ace of Swords, the Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Fool. This is a new cycle that is beginning. This is a new opportunity. Something is getting ready to begin, but you're going to have to be just a little bit more patient and finish out whatever this last set of instructions were. You're literally, I would say for some of y'all, can I give a time? I don't even know if I really have a time frame out here for real, but it's like maybe there's something, maybe like 4 months. It's almost like, I would say till June. So maybe beginning of summer is like when the new season or new cycle is going to start. The new beginning is going to start. So you're going to have to just thug it out a little bit longer. And just wait, because there's a fresh start that's coming with this Ace of Swords down here. Let's clarity this. Child, I don't even know what to use. What can I get? Child, let's use the other tarot deck, because why not? Since it's right here. It's like you're on the precipice of a new beginning happening. Look, I'm telling you, on the cut, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Swords, y'all. You're on the precipice of a new beginning like a new beginning happening, but you may be getting a little impatient. They just said like in the weeds. So maybe you just getting impatient and ready for the new cycle to start, but it's coming, but it's going to take a little bit more. Like this is the Lord saying, hey, I need you to be patient for just a little while longer. I need you to finish out this first 6 months of the year. The next it's really just getting ready to start. Six of Pentacles. Told you 6 months. So within the next 6 months, I would say it's January. So I would say there may be something that you just got to stick out until June, July, somewhere around there. And then that's when the new cycle is going to be starting for you. Here we go. Let's clarity the Judgment card and the King of Pentacles. The good news, okay? I'm telling you, this is a card of loyal, dependable, good news foundation. For some of you, this is the last step in the foundation that the Lord has been helping you to create, right? Helping you to build. This could be you working on yourself. This could be you going to school. This could be you being focused on your resources, because these are very resourceful cards. So for some of you, the Lord has already been, it's like the wheels have already been set in motion for something. Studious, learning, consistent. So even if it feels like, because some of y'all, it feels like not toiling, but maybe you feel like you've just been having to just keep going, like one step. But it's like the good news is that you're almost done. This could be building like your resources, building your money, something like that. But you're so much closer to this new beginning than you think, and the Lord just needs you to keep building. Not focusing on just keep focusing on the foundation of how the Lord is giving you, because is for some of you, this is about stability, like resources, earthly matters. Like he's giving you your foundation and your blueprint, but you got to go through all of the steps, right? And sometimes it's hard when you feel like you're just doing the same step over and over and over, but you're really not. You're just helping to solidify what example y'all giving for that. It's like you may think that something that you're doing is like, why am I even doing this? Like, what good is this doing? And the Lord is like, it's doing a lot more good than you think. Even if you have to do the same thing over and over every day, or however much time you've been doing it, it's him really helping you to be consistent, be dedicated, be disciplined. And maybe sometimes it gets a little boring because you feel like you're just doing the same things over and over and over, but really what you're doing is you're being strengthened. And this is like building your character, building your consistency. So it's something like that. The Lord is like, hey, I know you feel like you're not doing like this. Is why are you just having to basically just kind of thug it out? Like, man, is this even benefiting? But it really is benefiting you more than what you think it is. Let's clarity the 4 cups. Some of you have this is a new, but this is passionate. This could be a new creative project. Some of you might look. I'm trying to tell you now. I don't always read reversals, but the fact that this came out like this, the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Some of y'all, this is ending hardship. I'm trying to tell y'all. There is, for some of you, there's an opportunity that is coming in that is getting ready to break this chain. Drop this in the chat. I'm breaking the chains, y'all. The 5 of Pentacles is a card, of course, of lack. It is a card of scarcity. This is a card of like a poverty mindset. This is poverty itself. Self-esteem, worth, values, barely sustaining in the wilderness, financial hardship. I'm telling somebody. You ain't got to believe me, but there's something, it's dealing with this. Whatever, and this is coming up in the present position. I did not tell you, I feel like this is so much closer than you think. Don't miss this, because whatever, I don't know what this Ace of Wands is for you. This could be an idea that the Lord puts into your spiritual child, and you just got to go, you have got to go after it. It's like, I'm telling you right now, whatever this is, it is going to break you free. It is going to break your whole mindset. It is going to break the financial difficulties and hardships off of you, your family, your generational line. This is something that God is bringing into your life. This is him giving you the opportunity to really do something that you're passionate about, that you love to do. But yes, it is going to require you to surrender something else. Some of you, the Lord is asking you, like, he's like, you got to come face to face with your truth. And it may seem crazy, because for some of you, this could be you stepping into something that don't even make sense. You like, Lord, I don't know anything about that. It's like the Lord telling you to go and start growing trees. And you like, what? I don't know nothing about growing trees. But if that's what the Lord has told you to do, he's going to clear a path. And for many of you, it is going to bring the prosperity and the wealth and the abundance. All I can say is don't miss it. It's going to change your life. Your life is not even going to be the same anymore. And it just be so hard sometimes, because it's like the Lord is trying. He's trying to make us wealthy, y'all. He wants us to be prosperous. He wants us to be abundant. He wants us to have the desires of our heart. Ace of Wands, right? I need to add that to this card. But you're gonna have to take a risk on God. Message, drop that in the chat. I'm a bet on God, because I promise y'all, it's you, man. God don't ever, most of the stuff that God tell you to do don't make sense. But for many of you, come on, chasing, look, your dream. There's 2 Ace of Wands. Now look what was up under in the Fool already down there. I'm trying to tell somebody. Now y'all know this is the Clarity Tarot deck. I'm just using both of them. Somebody, and the Ace of Wands is what we're talking about, right? You're going to love this. You're going to love it. Okay. You're going to love it. So it's about you saying no to something that you don't love and saying yes to what you do. Y'all, the Lord really be out here trying to just give us the desires of our heart for real. And it's so hard, I think, sometimes for us to just release that control. Look, the desires of your heart, 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It's hard sometimes to release that control. But many of you, when we're just talking about dreaming, it's like, and seeing past the present, if you can just maybe this is your first time having to just release and let go and just let God do his good work, man. If you could just do that, and people think it's like, I don't know, which I'm like, people think it's a game, huh? Like they think that God really won't come through. And I can't do nothing but just be like, man, I'm here as a testimony to tell somebody. Okay, let me tell somebody that God will do it. For whoever this is for, if God puts a desire in your heart, if he puts a spark and you feel like, man, I think I might like this, please do it. I can't tell you what to do. Please do it, because all of us, of course, came here for purpose, y'all. And God is trying to show people what their purpose is. And so, listen, go that way. Okay, go that way. Because this is like, there literally is a turnaround, and there go the aces. What you say, Touche? There go the eight. Now, y'all. Now, I just put them cards back in the deck. Now, look what was up on. Can anybody see that? Can we see the same cards? I just put the Fool back in the deck. Here's the Ace of Swords. Here's the Knight of Swords. Here's the Ace of Swords. Here's the Knight of Swords. I just put the Fool back in the deck. Message. Okay. That's all I got. And I went to pick the cards up. These two are face down. And what? I'm done with this message. This turnaround is here. Are you going to? Okay. Because I think, because cards are just basically duplicating themselves at this point. So, we don't have to keep going through the same thing over and over. But this is about you deciding, like, hey, I think, I think I'm gonna stick with the Lord. I think that I'm gonna trust him. I'm gonna trust his timing. I'm gonna trust this vision. I'm gonna trust this new beginning. Like, I'm gonna trust. And it's again, y'all, I'm here to tell somebody that it's not always easy when you are trying to surrender and just allow the Lord to be good, to let God be God. It's hard sometimes, but for some of you, you're so close to a breakthrough. You're so close to a turnaround. You're so close to this new beginning and this new cycle that God is starting in your life. But for some of you, yes, there may be an opportunity that looks good, but ain't good. And you're going to have to release it in order to receive something better, because the growth and the expansion wants to come in. And it's like, but us having to trust that there's just something better. There's that God is leading us into something better. And it may not make sense. And you may be like, why would I surrender this, Lord? It's like having two jobs and the Lord telling you to release one of the jobs. And you like, I can't release the job, because if I release the job, then I'm not going to have enough money. I'm not going to have enough resources. But it's like you trust in God that you're going to always have more than enough. And if he's telling you to release something, then that means he's going to replace it with something better. It could be an idea, a spark of inspiration, and he's telling you to start a passion project. You never know what God, we that's why we can't limit God, and we have to just be like, man, Lord, I know you're gonna bring, if you telling me to do this, and he's not ever gonna put you, it's like you trusting that if he's telling you to let it go, there's always a reason. And we can't always, his ways are higher than our ways. So some of you, I understand it's very hard, and you may think that if God is sending you through something, that it's going to be a loss. And I think I said that in a message or title, that it's like a loss is real. Sometimes a loss is really a gain. Sometimes the Lord will take a job away from you in order for you to step into your full potential. Look, there go my ancestors. And this is the crossroads, right? In order for you to step into your full potential, in order for you to truly step into your purpose, the faith card, the star card up under that, in order for you to truly become who God destined you to be, especially if you've been asking the Lord, like, Lord, what did you bring me here for? And he will show us, he will begin to align things as soon as you surrender and accept, like, man, I'm ready to accept my assignment. I'm really ready to accept what it is that God put me here for. He's going to start opening things up so that you can walk that path, y'all. I am a testimony to this. He will start opening up a path, and you be like, wow, how did that happen? And it'll seem so miraculous. And people sometimes, we be thinking like we need these big, huge miracles, and but sometimes the miracle is one opportunity. Case in point, I hadn't thought about it in a while, and I hadn't mentioned it in even longer. I don't know what day this is being released, but today is what, the 15th. Today is the 15th. And so I was sitting here and I was talking to the Lord, and I was like, man, it's going to be January 29th. For those of you who, some of y'all know this and some of you don't, y'all know I'm going to be on the Jennifer Hudson show on the 29th of January on that episode. And I hadn't thought about it in a while, and I hadn't thought about it in a while. And I was like, man, Lord, that was way back in October, I think October, something like that, when I went on that show. And now I can remember saying, man, it's going to be so long before I actually see that episode. And now all of a sudden here it is January, and I'm like, man, the episode is getting ready to air. So y'all make sure y'all check it out. But it was like me, if you've been rocking with me since then, it was like me having that opportunity. I just had deja vu, and I've been getting it for a minute. It's like me having that opportunity, but it was delayed gratification. Does that make sense? It wasn't like, it was like, and it's also like the way that it happened, it was just no way that I could have done it on my own. It was simply obedience and me being willing to listen to what the Lord was telling me to do. And so it was a blessing, and it was a great experience. And it also kind of set me on a path to let me know that, or it confirmed the path that I was on, should I say that. Spirit and Glam, right? With a touch of beauty, fashion, and faith. And so it confirmed the path, and it confirmed the way that I needed to go. And so it's something like that. And I hope that is tracking for y'all. But it's like the Lord will set you on a path, and he will just open doors and put you in places and put you in rooms and put your face in the place, and it's miraculous, and it's nothing that you did. You simply say, well, okay, Lord, if you say so, then I'll do it. And you do it. And then all of a sudden, like like the Lord will just do miraculous stuff. And sometimes it's just that one step, and that the miracle is that one step. Sometimes the miracle is just being courageous to take a step in a direction that don't even make sense, or do something that don't even make sense, and just being willing to continue to follow the Lord's voice as he's leading you. Even if you don't even, you might not even understand everywhere that it's going, but just being willing to follow anyway, if that makes sense. So I don't know, that's the best example that I can give. Harvest, return on your investment, consistent gratitude, being willing to be patient. Because for some of y'all, I'm telling you right now, like you're on the cusp. Thank y'all, like you're on the cusp of something miraculous happening in your life. And again, it could be as simple as a decision to you acting on something that makes your heart feel happy, a spark, an idea, creativity, inspiration, faith, and feeling good about the direction that your life is going in. And you're going to get happy, and you're going to be excited, and you're going to be willing to pursue these things that, or this, whatever this is. I feel like the Lord is creating a new pathway for you, but only you can decide if you want to go down this new path for yourself. Okay. So anyway, Lord, I hope this helps somebody. Y'all, hydrate your soul and things, drink your water, say your gratitude, have a fantastic and an amazing day in Purpose on Purpose. Y'all make sure that you go shop with me. Pick up the new Hydrate Your Soul affirmation deck. It is available on my website, touchegermaine.com. And I'll see y'all on the next one. I love y'all in real life. Bye, y'all.